Welcome to Spa in Belgium for the 4th round of the VW FUNCUP 2014. It's the highlight of the season. It's a 25-hour race, and they have a special treat for all the drivers. The formation lap was held on the 14-kilometer long track around Spa-Francorchamps. On pole for this edition of the 25 hours, Fred Vervisch in the McDonald's Racing FUNCUP.
Fred Vervisch, uitzonderlijke pole positie.
Fred Vervisch, an exceptional performance on the qualifying. Yes, we're very happy about this. We were given the role of the favorite for qualifying, and we took that role, and we took pole position, so we were very happy. A lot of activity on the starting grid, no less than 88 cars on this impressive starting grid, and people from all around the world participating in this event.
Alain, quand on a un palmarès comme le
Alain, when you have a pedigree like yours, do you still have fun driving a FUNCUP? Well, of course I do. It's really I love doing this. It's 10 years I've been driving FUNCUP now, and I'm having fun all the time. When I'm driving bigger, more powerful cars, I always tell my mechanics next week I'll go and have some fun, and then they ask me, what do you do? So I'm going to drive FUNCUP.
Tu vas où? Je vais faire de la FUNCUP.
There's some big emotions on the starting grid as well, especially for last year's winners, the Colson Racing team. Eric Gressen's a record man in victories here in the 25 hours, but also reigning champion. This will be a very emotional affair for you. Yes, indeed, because Michel is not here with us, but he's with us in our minds, and we're driving with him and for him, and try to win again. And some famous names on the starting grid as well. Margot Lafitte, daughter of former F1 driver Jacques Lafitte, is at the start as well.
Margot Lafitte,
Margot Lafitte at the start of these 25 hours. There's something you like a lot. Absolutely. It's the 6th time here I think I drive. I try to come here every year, which unfortunately is not possible. But I love doing this race. It's really amongst friends, and I'm having a lot of fun. And what's your ambitions? Well, I still have ambitions. Of course, every driver has ambitions at the start of a race. But still, we're very realistic about it. We're driving an Evo 1, but I think there are some 16 Evo 1 cars at the start here. So we'll try to win the category, and maybe, why not, end up in top 10 overall. And then it's time for the formation lap. And when the cars get on the way, somebody else is preparing himself for an enormous challenge as well. A challenge for a good cars, and might be very impressive. Raphael, tell me what you're about to do. Well, what I want to do is I want to take the start at the same time as the FUNCUP, and finish tomorrow afternoon at 6 o'clock as well, after having driven 25 hours on my mountain bike. So you will drive alone for 25 hours, and why? Well, this is for a good cause. This is against breast cancer. There's a lot of people driving around here with mountain bikes to support my cause, and we want to show the people suffering that there's always a way out of, and to just keep continuing fight. And that's exactly what Raphael will do. Very impressive performance. Meanwhile, the cars have come back to the start-finish line, and it will be an impressive start for the 88 cars on the starting grid. And it's Fred Vervisch in the McDonald's Racing car who takes the lead in front of the Ottokar as the Italian VW FUNCUP, but it's Nico Verdonk in the Racing Partners who takes second position, driving here with Gerald Delapine in the 271 Leader Racing car. Nico Verdonk just behind Fred Vervisch in the Racing Club Partners, the 46 FUNCUP. This is Frédéric Bouvy, one of the outsiders for the overall win in the Cottage Allure car. Just behind the reigning champions, the number 19 Colson Racing. Everybody going through the Bruxelles corner towards the double left corner for the first time. Still Vervisch leading at the end of the opening lap, with Verdonk right behind him, and Alain Ferté in the Reg 911 car. This is Philippe Crosset, and he's hit at the back of his car at the end of the first lap. And these are the guys that won last year, and he already has a problem because the wheel is damaged apparently. Vervish still leading, then the others, and then starts the game of slipstreaming. Just look how Fred Bouvy passes the other cars. Fred Vervish, who was in the front, loses 3-4 positions, and now it's Verdonk leading from Ferté, and Bouvy now in 4th and Vervish in 5th. But Vervish retakes some positions. Even for a 25-hour race, there's a lot of sprinting and fighting going on in these opening laps. Verdonk retaking the lead here. It's a bit overcast in Spa, but no rain at the moment. So the fight for the first position can continue with Philippe Grosset coming into the pit lane with a damaged car. This is very difficult for your happened. Yes, there was contact in the chicane, and the wheel was damaged, and they had a puncture as well. They had to do a lap, and we had to do some repairs. So they dropped back to 78th position. The Colson Racing, the number 19 car, with Fred Bouvy going 3 wide into Combe corner. Something which is normally impossible. There's a lot possible with a FUNCUP. Gerald Delapine coming out of the Paul Frere corner. And that was a hard shock. And I think he has damaged something on the 271 car. The engine cuts completely. And that's the end of the race. But fortunately, in the 25 hours FUNCUP, cars are towed back to the pit lane, so repairs can start. And that's why many cars stay in the race. And then there's a problem coming out of the chicane. There's some oil on the track, and a lot of drivers are caught out. Cars spinning everywhere. Fortunately, there's no major contact between the cars. Everybody can continue, even though it was close for a couple of them. So there's only one measure the race director can take, is to take out the safety car and send out the stewards to try and dry the circuit to get the oil off the asphalt. The marshals working hard. The safety car takes the FUNCUPs through the chicane, cutting the chicane actually. And that might be dangerous because you can always have a puncture on some shards of bodywork left on the inside of the track. Meanwhile, people watching the tiny screens, Angelique Tavernier, teammate of Frederic Vervish on the McDonald's racing car. And we're looking back from that car towards Nico Verdonk in the Racing Club Partners. They're really doing some NASCAR driving style here. Former teammates, of course, Verdonk and Vervish in the Belgian Racing Car Championship. And they know how to get fast towards Combe. A bit later in the race, then the differences have become a bit bigger. Especially when lapping the back markers. It's not that easy always to keep in touch with the cars in front of you. And then there's the first problems. This is the 11 car coming into the pit lane. Some teams have preferred to take short stints as well, just to have a different tactic and try to get to the front. Like this 2-seater car, 360 CBRS AC Motorsport car. 2-seaters who take passengers with them, so the guests of the team can enjoy the race as well. But there are some major problems as well, like the SKR Crazy FUNCUP, who has a wheel rubbing against the bodywork, and problems for the 306 as well.
Oh, Jean-Louis
Lehey, you've come back to the pit box with a damaged car. What happened? Well, I think I've nerved some of the other drivers by going too fast. So they push me. So just like in the bumper cars when you were little. But this is the same thing here. It's of course it remains friendly and all. But Jean-Pierre Van der Rohe was a bit annoyed that I overtook him, which is normal. And then there was another guy who braked a bit early, and he was unnerved as well. So that caused some damage at the car. Perry Fruzeau taking over now with a smile on his face, even though you can't see it. Taking a passenger with him. And out goes the 306. People watching the timing screens, seeing that the 260 car still among the front runners. Just like the 242 car, who's an Evo 2 car, a diesel car. Among the front runners in Evo 2. And in 1-on-1, the British FUNCUP, one of the British FUNCUPs leading Evo 1. First of the irregular pit stops, Manu Nava in the 278 LVR FUNCUP coming in. Sharing the car with father and son Chauvel. One of the monuments of the Belgian FUNCUP scene, Manu Nava. Take that quite literally. Night is falling meanwhile, and the other car of the LVR team will be coming in soon as well, the 279, and it has a special driver in Romain Dequier, a youngster, one of the youngest drivers ever to have participated in the 25 hours. Apparently these 25 hours are a reward for your schoolwork. Yes, exactly. I had a deal with my parents. If I had good school results, I could participate in these 25 hours. I worked all year long. I worked very hard, so and now I can drive these 25 hours. So I'm very happy. This is really a dream come true. There are two big races, the Le Mans 24 hours and the 25 hours. Véronique de Gier, you're the mother of Romain. Aren't you too scared when he gets behind the wheel? Yes, yes I am. It's also a bit scary, but I'm also very relieved when he gets out of the car as well. So he told us that this is a reward for his schoolwork. Yes, exactly. He has to do well at school, otherwise he can't race. It's very important to us. Safety car intervention again, because the rain coming down. But some of the British drivers had a lot of fun, like the ones in the 101 leading the Evo 1 class. The driver who had taken the start was Nigel Greensall.
Nigel Greensall, you are one of the drivers on the 101, and it seems that you had a very good start of the race in the Evo 1 classification.
Yeah, I was absolutely delighted. I mean, firstly, it was amazing going around the old circuit again. You know, just to imagine what the drivers must have experienced in the 60s and 70s when they ran the old circuit was wonderful. It was great with all the public being so enthusiastic and everything. So it was a wonderful start. And then from there, it was just a case of going as fast as I possibly could and trying to get a slipstream from the Evo 3 cars, because that just helps down the straights. And then for quite a while, I think we were the fastest through the middle sector of the lap. Which just shows how good the FUNCUP is. You know, it's my favourite race car. Of all the cars I race, FUNCUP is magic.
FUNCUP is magic indeed, except when you're having some problems, like the Monster FUNCUP, the 356. There's a bit of panic or confusion in the pit box there. So they cut the engine, get a good reset. And with the rain coming down very hard now, the car gets underway again. The car driven among others by Jean-Pierre Van der Rohe, one of the more experienced drivers in Belgium. Meanwhile, the lead has changed a couple of times, and it was the 18 car leading after 3 hours, but then it had problems as well.
So Benoît
Wisniewski, you were in the lead after 3 hours, but then you came back into the pit lane. What happened? Yes, we started P35 at the start, and then I managed to get it all the way to the front, and then Bruno took over. But after 10 minutes, the gearbox just broke. The support just broke off, and it's very hard to repair because the box is now blocked in the car, and you have to do everything. But we dropped all the way down to 78. And with the safety car coming back into the pit lane, The race continues, and the fight in all categories continues as well. And in Evo 2 it's the Revival Race Shop car leading.
You were leading the race after 4 hours in the Evo 2 classification. It's a good start for you.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, it's our first time running as a Belgium team. We usually run as an English team, running a Belgium and a diesel, so we're very happy.
Very happy, James Thorpe. And another leader after 4 hours racing is the 65 AC Motors car.
Nicolas de
Thiège leading after 4 hours racing. It's a bit unexpected. Yes, absolutely unexpected. We started 36th and we climbed back all the way. Okay, we played a bit with the pit stops as well, but leading the car is fantastic. But the car dropped back after taking its pit stop. And the rankings changed a lot during these opening stages, as you can imagine. There would be some 64 changes of leaders all through the race. But after 5-6 hours, the rankings were set with this 242 Italian FUNCUP, one of the quickest cars in the Evo 2 class. At the front, the 911 of SPI was one of the cars fighting for the lead. Still 4 or 5 cars in the same lap after 5 hours of racing. This is the 278 LVR car, who had dropped some positions but was still in the top 6. And there's a problem for the 65 car, who was leading at a certain point, but then had problems with his windshield wipers.
Alors Raphaël Agulo-Ponce, vous étiez en tête sur la voiture.
Raphaël, you were leading, but then you had a problem. What happened? Yes, we lost a lot of time because we had problems with the windshield wipers who didn't work at all. So when we had a driver change, we had to change the windshield wipers as well. 46 Racing Club partners still fighting hard, and the 101 is still leading in Evo 1, even though it dropped some places overall. 59 car of AC Motorsport now in 4th position. One of the cars still on the leading lap, just behind the 277 of Allure team. And this is the other car of the Allure team, the Allure Cottage FUNCUP. The 274 in 2nd position, but leading the race after 5 hours is the number 4 Côté Passion FUNCUP, who has a lead of just over a minute on the 274 car. And these are the standings after 5 hours of racing. In Evo 1, it's the British Race Logic who's leading the race from Team Tiger. And it's Otto KS in Evo 2 from Revival Race Shop. There's not a lot between them. And in 3rd, another Italian FUNCUP, the Jesse Corse IRSAP team. And overall, it's Côté Passion leading from Allure Cottage and Allure Team 2 from the AC Motorsport 1 FUNCUP. And the night falls over Spa. And the fights continue. There's not a lot between them. And every so often, there's another car leading the race due to the pit stops and the rain coming down as well. Intervention of the safety car at a certain point. There was the 274 Allure Cottage FUNCUP who was leading the race. Here driving behind safety car, driving behind last year's winners, the 19 Colson Racing car. And Fred Bouvy, once the safety car has gone, tries to gain as much time as possible by flashing his headlights and overtaking the back markers. Not everybody appreciates this kind of tactics, but it's the most secure way. As you can see, not every car is that well lit. With Fred Bouvy then leading the race when the night fell.
Comment ça se passe dans la nuit, Fred?
Fred, how is it going during the night? Well, it's very good. I'm just starting my stint here. And everything is going well. I love driving in the night. I would just love some rain. That would be even more exciting. And these are the girls of the Allure girls team who have the support of Fred Bouvy on their car. don't touch my girlfriends, he says. That's a good tactics. I'm not sure if it works. So the Ford Côté Passion car has lost the lead, but is still among the front runners.
Gilles de Bruce, vous étiez...
Gilles, you were leading a long time, but now you fell back. Yes, we were leading at the start, but now we're trying to take advantage of the night to gain some more time. Not everybody has made the right calculations. The 316 car was just a bit short.
C'était trop juste en essence.
It was just too short with the fuel. Yes, we made a mistake. We were 400 meters short. But now you're at, you can take some fuel. Yes, people helped us and pushed us back to the fuel pump, so everything is okay now. Problems then for the 109 car as well, dropping back considerably. Pierre-Yves Rousseau preparing himself for the next stint. Team Tiger, one of the front runners in the Evo 1 class. Yes, we're leading the race for the moment, and now we have to control the car just in the end. Didn't have any problems? No, not for the moment. So we hope we can continue like this. We try to continue to have as much lead as possible at the end of the night. Louis Gervoson driving the 911 car, and then the night falls and everybody is very tired. And then morning comes and the people of Team Tiger have had an excellent night, still leading the Evo 1 class.
Benjamin Bayton, you are leading the Evo 1 classification. No, it has been a very good night for you so far.
Yes, very good night. We stay out of trouble, we keep it clean, keep going. So far we lead the class, but still many hours to go, so who knows.
Problems meanwhile with the engine on the 356 car. It might seem strange to change an engine, but in FUNCUP everything goes. And as long as you can continue, it's worthwhile to do the necessary repairs. And there were problems for the 260 car as well. When overtaking a back marker in the Rédillon, we had a contact and one of the wheels was torn off. I managed to come back, but and we had to repair, but we lost a lot of time, 4 or 5 laps. So now we have to fight until the end of the race and try to regain some positions. Every driver on the car will fight hard to try and get to the end, and I hope we'll get there. Problems then for the car that was on pole position. Some others dropped back a lot as well, like the 82 car, the Zosh FUNCUP, now back in 77th position, but still running. It's time to take off the headlights of the car. Just some weight gain can always be useful when driving around the 7-kilometer Spa track. And problems for the Solid Invest FUNCUP as well. The 275 running in Evo 3, one of the latest spec FUNCUPs that is. Frantic action. The WRT mechanics trying to fix the problems. And the SKR French FUNCUP is pushed back into the pit box as well. Not much exterior damage, but the car wasn't able to continue. Leading the 2-seater category was the 365 Carpass Delahaye Racing Team car. Just over halfway. It had taken its share of passengers, but that didn't make them lose too much time, so now they're leading the 2-seater category. Alain Verkamen at the wheel, ready to do another stint.
Alors Miguel Copiters, vous êtes donc en tête.
Miguel Copiters, you're leading the two-seater category. It seems you had a good night. Yeah, everything went well. We came through the night without a problem. The car is fantastic for the moment, so perfect. Did you take many passengers? Yeah, yes, a fair bit. We had a lot of guests of Car Pass who, until 10 last night, drove with us, and there's another bunch coming later on today, starting at 9. We'll take some more passengers with ours. 356 car after the engine repairs back on track, but it has lost 20 laps. One of the other two-seater cars. And there's a problem for the 323 as well.
Bien bonjour.
Baudouin, you were among the favorites in the two-seater category, but it was a bit difficult. Yes, it's the first time that we have so much problem during this race, and all small problems, windshield wipers, flywheel, everything. It has cost us a lot of time, but we're here to have fun, so we'll try to get to the end with having fun. And that is the end of part 1. Welcome back in Spa for the second part on our report on the 25 Hours FUNCUP 2014. This is the 272 car, the Allure Girls car. All girls at the wheel, and they're in 64th position just after halfway through the race.
Catherine Liégeois,
you're looking at the timing screen, so you're getting back bit by bit, but you had a troublesome opening part of the race. No, everything went well. We just had a contact with another car. That cost us some time. And then, so we took some time to repair, and I had a little drive shaft problem this morning. The 33 car, one of the Evo 1 cars, cash converters, FUNCUP in 3rd position in Evo 1. Showing some battle scars at the rear, but still running well. Just behind the 181, the Défi Perfo FUNCUP in 2nd position in the Evo 1 category, the oldest of FUNCUPs, let's say, the least powerful of them as well. But still going strong, and still going strong as well, Team Tiger, the British FUNCUP, still leading the Evo 1 category. A great race by the British team. Evo 2, the Italian Autocoes Corse FUNCUP had some problems. They had to repair the engine. Lost some 40 minutes. Dropped them out of contention for an overall classification, but they're still in 4th in the Evo 2 class, the diesel category, behind the DRM Motorsport number 2 car. Differences not too big between the cars leading Evo 2. Just in front of the DRM Motorsport car, it's the Irsapese Corse, the other Italian car, the number 242. But leading is still the Revival Race Shop car, 23rd overall and 1st in Evo 2. Great fights then for the British cars in Evo 1 and Evo 2 as well. The Allure Cottage 274 car, still among the front runners, in 5th overall, and still on the lead lap, or even 6 cars on the lead lap after 13 hours of racing. Very close fought race these 24 hours. The 911 lost some 2 laps during the night when there was a contact, but it's still on the lead lap in 4th position. The SPI French FUNCUP. The number 4 Côté Passion car, who was leading the race just before night fell, is still on the lead lap in 3rd position right now. Still trying to gain some positions and take this much coveted win. Last year's winners, Colson Racing for Michel Simul, have come back after their misfortunes in the early part of the race, during the opening half hour even. They dropped almost to dead last, but now they're in second coming out of the night. And they're not that far away from the lead. So great racing all through the night for these drivers on the number 19 car. And leading the race is the 277, the sister car to the 274, the Allure Team 2, with Guillaume Mondron, one of the drivers at the wheel. And they had a pretty good night stint as well. Now leading with only 25 seconds in hand, so everything is still possible with 12 hours to go in this grueling race.
Guillaume
Mondron leading this Sunday morning. It was a good night for you. Yes, we had a very good night. After my first stint, I went to sleep a bit, and then I took the wheel again at 3 o'clock this morning. It was a bit difficult in the beginning because I had to adapt to the conditions. But then I had a good fight with Nico Verdonk. It was a very fair fight, a good fight. And then I overtook the 19 Colson Racing car. And then I managed to open up a gap. At the end of the night, and the 10th can be put back into the trunks with the Team Tiger still leading Evo 1 from Davy Perfo and Cash Converters. Go to its Revival Race Shop leading from the Italians from SA Corse, then DRM Motorsport and the other Italian team, the Otto KS Corse team. And in Evo 3, Allure Team 2 leading. That's the overall leader as well, from Colson Racing, Côté Passion, SPI and Allure Cottage, all driving in the same lap. And then there was a heavy crash at the top of the Rédillon in the heavy rain, with the 59 car, who was 6th overall, still on the leading lap as well. And that heavy crash caused a safety car intervention as well, and that's a good occasion to have a pit stop. So at the Delahaye Racing team, they pulled in the two-seater, number 308, the real Dolman car, who was in second in the Evo 2 two-seater category. And this is the single-seater car, the 264 of the Delahaye Racing team. 355, the Côté Passion Acpivita car, third in the two-seater category. Makes a pit stop during the safety car intervention as well. It was a lengthy safety car intervention because the crash, as you can see, was quite considerable. J. Van Dalen went off at the Rédillon, making contact with another car and completely destroying the number 59 AC Motorsport 1 FUNCUP. Impossible to continue with this car, as you can imagine.
Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé?
What happened?
J'ai vu les vidéos.
Well, on the images I saw that the 59 went off, probably because of the water on the track, because of the rain. But unfortunately, had a car right in front of him, had spun as well. It was impossible to avoid, so he touched the car and the tire wall. And this was that other car, the 105 of Porsche Brooklands, car of Kavanagh, Hairstrop and Oldham. The end of the race for that car as well. And then the race continues with a pit stop for the 279 car, who has dropped to 26th position. Youngster Romain de Geer taking over the wheel of that car, getting his reward for having good exams in school. That's a good motivation for a youngster. Pit stop as well on the 280 car, who is in 12th, the Socardin car. Just a regular pit stop, still aiming for a top 10 finish. And off they go. Meanwhile, the 19, after losing so much time during the opening half an hour, is completely back at the front of the race. But it has been a tough and grueling night for the Colson Racing guys. Yeah, we had a good night. We were hoping for rain and we got it, and that's where we made the difference. We came back to the leaders during the night, especially when it rained hard. But it will be difficult from now on, because it will be difficult to keep up with them. We have asked a lot from our car. We went flat out all through the night, and we had to take risks, otherwise we couldn't come back. So they came back completely, and this is the 202 car in Evo 1 with the French comedian Arnaud Samer at the wheel.
Arnaud Samer, dimanche matin.
Arnaud Samer, Sunday morning, how was your night? Well, everything went well. We only had a small problem yesterday. We had to change the battery, so we didn't lose too much time. And then the night went well, especially for me personally. I was able to go, I had a very good blanket there, and then went flat out on my mattress. I think I've had some 2 hours of good sleep, and I alternated that with some light sleep, and at 6:45 I woke up. A comedian, as you can imagine, I know it's some air, but still it's a very tiresome race, this 25 hours FUNCUP. Everybody is feeling how hard it is. The 911 still leading the race.
Alors Louis Gervoson
on the 911, you're still fighting for the lead, at least for a podium finish. It is very close around noon here. Yes, I think we were leading overall, and then I made a small mistake, and we lost some 2 laps, so we dropped back to P5. But now we're giving everything to take the win, at least a podium, but we have to take a podium, but we're still aiming for the win. And then the Racing Club Partners 46 car, who has lost some time, who was 12th overall, comes in for a pit stop. Michael Schmetz getting out of the car, looking for a driver to replace him, and he doesn't find anybody, so Schmetz gets back in himself. Experienced driver Michael Schmetz wouldn't have too many difficulties with that. And off goes the Racing Club Partners FUNCUP again. A lot of cars continue after lengthy repairs, like this 306 car, one of the 2-seaters, taking passengers around the impressive track of Spa-Francorchamps. Meanwhile, we have lost one of the leaders. The 4 has dropped back 3 laps.
Stéphane Charlier.
Stéphane Charlier, the number 4, is out of contention for the win. You've had a penalty. Yes, we had a penalty of 3 laps, very heavy penalty. It was my mistake. I had a couple of cars in front of me, and there was a safety car who waved the other cars past, and I just followed the other cars. I thought that he was looking for the leader, but of course in a 25-hour race you never look for the leader, you just take a car, and it only happens in a 6 or an 8-hour race. So I had a doubt in my head for a couple of 100 meters. I tried to contact the team over the radio, but the radio wasn't working. So I could have stopped completely and then let the safety car pass again, but I didn't do it. But it's a bit stupid to pass a safety car. And this is where Charlier's infraction was noted. Race direction.
Laurent Vogt, vous êtes le directeur de...
Laurent Vogt, you're the race director for these 25 hours, so this is where you control this race. Yes, absolutely. This is the center of the race direction. Together with the security, we watch the race on different screens, and we take the decisions to make this a race that's well run. This is an endurance race for you as well. Yes, and they call it 25 hours, but we've started at 6 o'clock on Sunday morning, and we'll probably be here until 10 o'clock on Sunday evening. Pit stops going on with the passengers taking out of the 2-seater cars. And some of the passengers are even more tired than the drivers after having lapped 2 or 3 laps of the Spa-Francorchamps track. Team Tiger still leading in Evo 1. They've had a very good race. It's the Benjamin Baton, Chloe Noyes, Christopher Baton, Oliver Bryant and Graham Bryant who are at the wheel of this car. They've really dominated the category. Meanwhile, with only a couple of hours left in the race, Final tactics are discussed because there's small differences between the cars. Still fighting for positions on all levels. And people trying to focus for the last couple of hours in this race. This is the 77 Le Plan Rhone GT car. A couple of young single-seater talents at the wheel of this car. And one of them is a young Belgian, Sam de Jonge.
Sam de Jonge in the Torpedo.
Sam de Jonge, you're a single-seater car in the FUNCUP. How was this race for you? Yeah, I liked it a lot. Very interesting as well. I've learned a lot. During the night, it was my first experience of driving in the night in changing conditions as well. I didn't sleep a lot. I didn't eat a lot as well. And together with Naomi, we did 4 double stints of 2.5 hours. So it was pretty heavy, but I thought it was fantastic. It was good lap times as well.
Naomi Schiff, are you quite happy with your race so far?
Yeah, we were happy. Unfortunately, we lost a little bit of time in our pit stop in the evening when we changed the tyres and the brakes. We were back already in the top 10, and that's what we were hoping for, even a podium. At the moment, it doesn't look so likely, but you still never know what happens. But yeah, it was a good race.
Here's the 371 car still fighting for top honors in the 2-seater Evo 3 class. They had a long and tiresome race as well. Taking passengers with them doesn't make it any easier, of course. But still, two of these 2-seater cars are really quick. And even with the regular pit stops, they're among the front runners in their class. Problems though for the 72 car.
Tom Calmaine,
Tom Calmaine, you had 2 cars with jack motors, and you were running well, but then you had some problems. Yes, exactly. We had a good start of the race. I think we were P5 or P8 and P10 with the 2 cars. 2 cars in the top 10. And then this morning the 72 car had a crash with another car. We lost over an hour, and now I think we're running around the 20th position. And the 44 car has a power loss for the moment. We've decided not to bring it in. It can continue like this, but we try to get to the end like this. But the car is not running very well. Just running outside the top 10, the Jack Motors racing car. With 5 hours to go, the number 19 is still in the top 3, right behind the Allure Team 2 car, the 277. Still the same cars at the front and still in the same lap. And the 911 has retaken the lead. The French FUNCUP of Alain Ferté, among others. Overall leader with 5 hours to go. In the Evo 2 class, the number 2 DRM car is still heading for a podium finish. It's behind the 258 car, the Otto KS car, who had lost 40 minutes during the night, but has fought his way back up to second position behind the Revival Racing car, the 223. In Evo 1, the Cash Converters number 33 car in third position with 5 hours to go. Not that far behind the Global Racing 188 car. With the lead in Evo 1 still for Team Tiger. They only have to last 5 more hours. The 360 CBRS car is in third in the 2-seater Evo 3 car. And leading that category is the 311 car. Spit FUNCUP. 306 car still continuing, even though it's well down the rankings, just like the girls of Allure Team. The 272 car. In third in the Evo 2 2-seater category is the 366, even though that rear window has come out. Some extra air conditioning, even though it wasn't that hot in Spa that weekend. The Real Dolman car in second position, leading still best of the 2-seaters of any category, the 365 Carapaz de la Haye Racing Team car. And then with 2 hours to go, heavy rain hits the Spa-Francorchamps track. Conditions become very treacherous, very difficult, and it's unavoidable. The safety car comes out, and that's an ideal moment to have a final pit stop, you might imagine. Take on some fuel. But there's one car who decides against that, and that's the 277 car with Guillaume Mondron at the wheel. He decides not to pit and try to get to the end of the race without taking on some more fuel. That gives them an advantage, of course, on track, but it also means that they have to try and save some fuel in these final laps. And they're a lot less quicker than this car, for instance, the 911 car driven by Alain Ferté, who has taken on some fuel and who can attack until the last minute. The 274 car has dropped a bit and is now certain to finish in third position, just in front of the number 19 car, beaten by 14 seconds at the end of the race, just missing out on a podium. And then there's the final lap with Guillaume Mondron still leading in the 277 car, but right behind him is the 911. Only 1 second between them at the end of the 25 hours, but Guillaume Mondron manages to keep off the 911. And their gamble without taking on fuel at the end of the race has paid off completely. And the Allure Team 2 takes the win in these 25 hours of FUNCUP. A great win for the race, a good gamble for the 277 car. And Frédéric Capras, Guillaume Mondron, Kevin Capras and Cedric Bollen. Cedric Bollen, who even celebrated his 24th birthday on the Sunday this race finished, has taken the win. And let's relive the end of the race with the Allure Team 2, with Frédéric Bouvy finishing in third. Still doubting about the lap times right until the end, because of course they saw Alain Ferté coming quicker in the 911 car. But then the 277 car comes out of the final corner and takes the win. And Frédéric Capras very happy indeed with that win, as well as the team manager of the Allure team.
Jean-François Olivier.
Jean-François Olivier, what a nice victory. Yes, at last. Last year we were very close to getting this win, and we deserved to win last year. But this year we had a tactical choice to make, and we made a gamble, and that's how we passed everybody. I'm very proud of my team. And what a close finish it was. Just 1.2 seconds between number 1 and number 2.
Vous y avez cru vraiment?
Frédéric Capras, did you believe in it until the end? No, it was very stressful. We played with fire, and we could have lost it all, but we did it. We did it. And the win in Evo 2 went to the JKS Corsit Racing Team.
Martin Raginger, the win in the Evolution 2 category, but it was a difficult race, I think.
Yeah, actually, we had a good car the whole weekend. It was great fun to be here. With my old mechanic from BMS. Our car was very quick. I mean, he did the second fastest time in qualifying, but unfortunately we had a 40 minutes break where we had to repair something on the engine. This cost us many time, so we were out of the overall. But for the class it was still enough, and it's good for all the team.
And Evo 1 went to Team Tiger.
It's the third time they've won the race now, the petrol class. So really, really good, really pleased. Second time I've been with them. So really enjoyable, everyone drove well, no issues with the car, and trying to stay out of trouble. So difficult in those wet conditions.
And well-deserved champagne and for the Evo 1 winners. And there were a couple of winners in the two-seater category as well. Yes, at Zolder we said we're here for the fun, not for the cup. But this is already the third cup this year. We didn't expect this, but we're still here to have fun.
Nicolas
Vaxelaire, you've crossed the line as first two-seaters. Yes, it was wonderful. We had a good car and a very reliable car. Great team. Passengers had fun as well. Nobody became ill, so very good.
Donc tout s'est bien passé.
And a well-deserved champagne shower in the two-seaters as well. And then it's time to congratulate the overall winners, and they even get the congratulations from the man who finished in second.
Même à 2 heures de l'arrivée.
At 2 hours before the end, we never thought we could get to the end without taking fuel, and everybody else stopped except for those who won, and they had a very good gamble. Really, congratulations! They did a great stint here. Guillaume Mondron, what a stress right until the end. Yes, fortunately there was some rain. We decided not to take on fuel, and but then I had to slow down a bit, and then I was always asking, should I come in? Should I come in? They said no, stay out, stay out. So and then the rain came, and we decided not to come in, and we held 1.2 seconds in front of the other car. So we're very happy, Allure team, a well-deserved win. And these are the overall results. And Evo 1, Team Tiger wins it from Global Racing, Devi Perfo, Race Logic in 4th, and Cash Converters in 5th. Evo 2 went to Otteka Escorse when Revival Race Shop went off the road, half an hour before the end. Still finished in 2nd though, from DRM Motorsport in 3rd. And the overall win went to Allure Team 2, beating SPI by 1.2 seconds.
Mark Van Dalen, ça restera
Mark Van Dalen, this remains a good edition of the 25 hours. Yes, fantastic. I think everybody had a lot of fun. There were not many mechanical problems, but there were quite some crashes, even big ones. But this is a good car, no problems. There was a great fight right until the end, and 10 minutes before the end, nobody knew who would win. There's four cars in the same lap at the end of the race. Even on all levels, it was a good race. That was the end of the 25 Hours edition 2014. See you next time.